What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the Ottawa Senators. And we're picking up where we left off here, getting into the season, the year of the tank, 5-16-3. Now, we tried a little bit of something with some of those RFAs, trying to get them signed to their own teams. And, well, the AI did a thing. And even though we helped them free up enough cap space to sign their guys, they still did other stupid things. So, yeah, I saw a lot of people saying to try to get Marner and a lot of different suggestions how to do that. Now, one of the most prevalent ones was to try to sign him to like a 1 year. Now, if we wanted to do that, we would have to give up some form of compensation, and 1 year would be about $5 million to get him signed. But for that, I believe we'd have to give up a first and a third. I'm just going to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's within that range. Yeah, this year's first and third round picks. I don't think that's a good idea. I would rather trade for him with some of the assets that we have. Like, we have that medium elite grinder. We have 2 starting goaltenders. And I just think that that is a better price to give up than a first, which is likely going to be a top 5 pick. And we could get something extremely serviceable for that. So I think that would probably be the better option. And then we'd have to figure out a way to free up a bit of space. And that will most likely be burying contracts in the AHL. I.e. Gabrick, maybe Callahan. You know, these contracts we could bury in the AHL and we'd free up a lot more cap space. If they get claimed, they get claimed. But highly doubtful with their overalls compared to their contracts. So now, in regards to calling up some players here, yeah, I did get a question: why was Pajot down there? It was just because I was trying with the contracts thing to keep us in the cap range at the same time of tanking, well, above the cap floor, which is we've done easily well enough with that. So he will obviously be one of the guys to come up. And then Logan Brown will also be coming up. Now, I think we'll leave Worrell, Norris, and Balcers down in the AHL. Give them a chance to really have a big, successful season with this lineup. And hopefully just, absolutely kill it. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll call up Brown, Pajot, and then we can have probably Brown on third line. Or Pajot third line and Brown on fourth line. One of the two. But Logan Brown is listed as a third liner, so maybe we do play him third line with Batherson and Bobby Ryan. And then we have fourth line with Pajot on it. And then we try to make that trade. So we'll make these moves first to see if that would give us enough cap space, which I think it would if we made those moves. So let's give that a shot here. Let's see. Also, Clark MacArthur we could send down and use. Yeah, let's send down Clark MacArthur instead. Where's the other one? Oh, Gabrick. Yeah, probably Gabrick. I'd like to use Gabrick in the AHL just for that first line there with Balcers and Worrell. So we'll do that, and then call up Pajot and Logan Brown. Oh, except Pajot actually has some cap, so maybe we don't want to call it Pajot because we're trying to bury cap. Still might not be enough. I'm looking at the numbers right now. We'd only have 5.5. So we can get him. We'd have to sign him for like 1 year, which is honestly doable. But that is sort of cutting it close. We can give him an extension too after that. That is cutting it a bit close, but... We can't necessarily move any of those guys either. So we'd have to do like a 1 year contract thing. And either way, we'd have his rights. So that would be enough. Yeah. Or we could also call up some other guys to use his depth here. I don't know. Let's try this first. I would love to use him, but yeah, it would put us very close to the cap, so. Let's just do this one first. If they get claimed, that's actually even better for us, so we'll see if they get claimed first off. No, neither of them got claimed. Pretty predictable right there. Okay, and then we might be able to call someone else up after we make the deal. Alright, let's see here. So, let's put Logan Brown in. I don't think his face-offs are very good. 77. I think Batherson's are better. Let me double check. It's slightly 78. So we'll have Logan Brown playing on the wing then for a bit. Alright, and let's attempt to make that move. Belleville, yeah, so move Klimchuk down, stuff in Gaborik in there. Clark MacArthur can play somewhere if we want him to. Formanton, no, I want him in there. Sturts, he can maybe sit. He's not really that good. I just want to try to make this team really good. Yeah, let's put Clark MacArthur in there. Abramov has potential. Paul, not as much, but he's better. Alright, instead of LeBate, we'll put the dude we just scratched in there. Come on. Right wing. There we go. There we go. Now this team is pretty stacked for an AHL team. Defensively is not incredible, but neither is the goaltending, but good enough. Alright, so let's see what we could do here with that Marner situation. So let's look to the trades and see what it would take to grab him. There they are. He's on the block, so, but it is quite a bit of value. But we have that. So Binderal would go in there. That's that grinder, elite grinder, which is definitely a piece that we can move. Elite grinder, and then one of those starting goaltenders, maybe both if it comes to it. They don't want them, but we'll give them up. Now let's put Granato in there. Or no, Vorobyev. Granato does, is that more value? Yeah, Granato has slightly more value, but let's throw Vorobyev in there first. Now that's not quite enough to make that go through. Too far off. So the starting goalie is less important. Let's see what they say with Granato in there. If I have to throw something extra in, I'll stick with Vorobyev. So yeah, let's do that. Stick with Vorobyev. And we have to throw in some other asset of some kind. Whether it's a pick or otherwise. We have 11 picks this year. So we still have room to get some more come the deadline. Which we might be able to do. Or we do that now and try to throw in one of those contracts. They do want MacArthur. Let's see, do they want they want Gaborik too. They also want Callahan. Let's see if we can somehow get him to accept. Oh, they'd be over the cap. Alright, how about, I think anyone would be over the cap. MacArthur, no, MacArthur wouldn't be over the cap. So if he could free that up, then we'd have a lot more room to sign Marner. Alright, let's see. We still need something else. That's not going to be enough. But at least they're not over the cap, so that is good. And that would free up a couple more million for us to work with. Now, we just need one more asset. And I want to hold on to Balcers. Dzingel, hold on to. Can't really give up anyone with value. Maybe this low top six. Holmstrom. He's a two-way forward. That's a good low top six to hold on to, but these guys are kind of dime a dozen. So let's throw in a right wing prospect for him. And let's see what they say to this. Not where I need to be in value offered, so it might have to be a pick. or we send through both of the goalies and try to get a pick back. If we did that and try to get a pick back, such as maybe another third or 4. Let's take back their third. I don't know if that'll still be enough, but I'll try that in there. No. Yeah, it's going to be tough. This is going to be tough to make go through. Even with these 2 guys in there alone, is that going to be enough? I could ship off that low top 6 guy for another pick if we want. Still not. Quite far off, they're saying. Okay. What else needs to be done? This is a very good player. I'm willing to cough it up. We could do the lowest second. They don't want a second, but that would probably push that across. So much so that I would really like to get something in return if I'm throwing in that second. A bit off. Okay, we're only a bit off if we'd have all that in there. It's a lot to give up, but this guy probably not going to be extremely serviceable. The 2 starting goaltenders, hit or miss. One of them might become some kind of number 1, but this is not that much to give up, in my opinion, for Mitch Marner. So, satisfied with that. Did we have a 4 for this year? Keep in mind, that's Dallas' second that we have in there. We could throw a better second, but I'd rather hold on to a better second. We don't have a 4th for this year, or a 5th. So let's maybe grab a 4 and a 5. If we give up the second, if we grab a 4 and a 5, that maxes us for our picks. And it gives us a wide variety. They don't have a 5, of course not. Okay, yeah, that was already a bit off. What am I doing? Damn it, I really wish they had a 5. I don't want another 6. Although I could get another 6 and then use some of those to shift around and grab a 5. Let's see what they say to a 4 and a 6. We'd have a lot of 6s. So we're obviously not going to want all those. Oh, they'd have to put someone on waivers. What? Interesting. Will they still say the same thing? Yeah. Why would you have to put... Oh, they'd have to just put Clark MacArthur on waivers, son. Okay. Alright, this might take some time then. Alright, if we take out MacArthur from that deal and try to move him somewhere else to free up a bit more cap, then this could work, and we'll actually grab a 3 and a 4. If they don't have to put anyone through waivers. They wouldn't if we did this. What do they say to that? Quite close to fair value. Okay, so maybe not a 3 and a 4. Unless we threw in that low top 6 guy. And we're getting all our picks now. So we wouldn't need him anymore. And we can trade away Clark MacArthur for pretty much nothing. So let's throw the low top 6 guy in there as a sweetener. And use that to grab some form of a pick from next year. Let's say, probably not a second, but I'll try for it anyway from next year. Nah, bit off though, not that far off, it's saying. So we're getting max return here. 3 and a 4 from next year too, that would be insane if we got all this. Oh wow, okay. Got it done. There we go, pretty major trade right there. And now, with just about 5 mil. We could sign Marner to 1 year. And then try to extend him after that, but a little bit worried that he may not want to extend. We'll have to spend a lot more. If we could somehow get him to a really good price now, that would be good. But he does have to basically accept. But as he's under our contract, he should want to do something. If we have to get him for 1 year anyway, then we'll have to do that, but... that might be the safer option anyway, but I'm just worried that we won't be able to have him for this year. That's the one thing I am worried about. So let's see if we could somehow ship off Clark MacArthur somewhere that can afford him and who won't be over cap. There we go. New York can. And they wouldn't be over cap. They shouldn't have to send anyone through waivers. So we don't need much in return. We really need nothing in return. Too many skaters. We'd have to take back a skater. Okay. Just give me a trash skater then for this. I'm just trying to free up cap. I don't need much in return. There's one. Actually, he might be a prospect because we know nothing about him. There's some. Let's grab this guy. He might even be serviceable AHL. I don't think we'll get a pick back as well since there's so much cap, but I'll try for it anyway. Just a 7 from next year. Just something. Yeah, no. Probably not even... No. I don't even know if we could ship off Clark MacArthur. Well, we could also just free up like another 2 or so mil, but... Let's see. Let's actually just see what Marner would be after then. There's a lot of wheeling and dealing going on here. RFA. Oh, he wants... That's exactly what he's after. And we have the cap to do that. So he's actually wanting a 1-year deal for that price. Yeah, if we bumped it up, screw that. Let's actually just take the 1 year then. And just keep everyone else. We don't really need to mess with that. We have to make sure he signs for it, but he should very well sign. I don't think he doesn't, but to be safe, I'll bump him up to right there. And then we'll try to offer him an extension, but he should sign for that. Now, you're not expecting any other offers, dude. Trust me. All right, so we'll try that. Again, he should sign, but if he doesn't, then we can't use him. That's why I wanted to free up a bit more cap, but we couldn't quite do it. Let's see. It's on the first where we can no longer sign him. He should tell us before then, but I guess he didn't. So if he signs, we have him. If he doesn't, then he's here. Oh my god, if this doesn't work, I'll be a little butthurt. I know. Did he sign? Okay, this is the last day. He should sign. Okay, there he is. That was a little bit of a nail-biter situation, but there's Mitch Marner. Jesus. A little scary right there, I'm not gonna lie. With the whole, like, that message popping up and then him still not saying anything. Okay, we got him. We got him. All right, so what do we want to do then? All right, lines. Who's going to get scratched? Probably a Payarvi. And then someone gets moved down to 4th line. Is Bodker or Bobby Ryan better? Bodker's better. So, okay. And I might as well move up Colin White onto that first line then. Oh, what the heck? Oh, great. Don't tell me it'll put us over cap if we move him up. I will be butthurt. But we have plenty of guys to send down if that's going to be the case. Okay, no. Woo! Yay. Okay, we're settled. So Pyravy's going to be scratched. Marner will be in there. And probably, I guess, like I said, move up Colin White. So we'll have White, Marlowe, and Marner. May even move up Kachuk to kill it on that line, but... He isn't listed to play there, so oh, he's now listed as 3rd line even. Jesus. But I want Marner to have some success here in the first year, so putting him with Colin White at least is a good idea. Yeah, now listed as 3rd line again. It's bouncing all over the place. Could do something like that. Have him playing with the young guys. And then no one on this line really matters because they're not growing. So we could do this. And that should be okay, I think. Yeah. All right, now obviously we want Marner in here. Getting power play time. Whoops. Do that. You know what? I might just do this off screen because this will take a while. All right, so these lines are now set up. Marleau, White, and Marner first line. Zingle, Smith, Bodker second line. Brown, Batherson, and Tkachuk third line. Ryan, Aiken, and Callahan fourth line. Defensive pairings obviously the same. And power play, Zingle, White, and Marner with Tkachuk on the point and Shabbat on that first power play unit. And then Bodker, Batherson, Marleau with Ryan on the point with DeMello. And maybe even Marleau could go on that first unit. He does have 5 power play goals. While Dzingel has 3 assists. 3 assists. 3 assists. 1 goal. 2 goals. It may need a little bit more firepower. Let's try that. Let's put Marleau on that top unit. He was producing better on the power play. We'll see what we can do. If it doesn't work, we can always move Dzingel back there. What was Bodker doing on the power play? 1 goal. Guess he should be on the 1 time. Might take a few more shots. 54 and 26. I think Dzingel had less than that. Yeah, 49. Not hugely less, but yeah, we'll try this out. We'll try these out for the power plays then. I just fixed them, then I changed them. All right, penalty kill. Didn't put in anyone, but I kind of optimized that a bit better with Dzingel in there. There's a 3-man. Extras I did change around. White and Marner. Dzingel and Marleau, because Dzingel actually has 75 face-offs. And then Batherson, Tkachuk. And should hopefully be a better combination. Same with all the 3-on-3s. Same sort of format. So there we go. Mitch Marner has been acquired, signed for a year. We're going to obviously try to extend him and hopefully get him for a bargain. And we're in good shape, and we are still within cap range, and we'll have a lot more money freed up next year when Callahan comes off contract, etc. So, also, we won't be retaining on Anderson anymore either. So yeah, we're still in good shape. We're definitely not going to face any cap problems yet, so we got Mitch Marner now on the team. We're not going to do, I don't think, incredibly better, but we should see maybe some better production from Colin White, and maybe Tkachuk down here too, since this second line shouldn't do a whole hell of a lot. Maybe third line will have to step up, and these young guns down here can maybe find some chemistry together. So that's at least the hope here. And that's the goal. The goal is to keep our young guys growing. Now, giving up a medium elite and 2 starter prospects is a lot. And a pick. But, I mean, that's Mitch Marner we're talking about here. He's the best player on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Yeah, I said it. All right, so let's continue here. Get all the way up to the trade deadline, reassess, see if we need to make any more moves here. And see what this month brings. Condon's fully healed. Cool story, bro. Yeah, with our goalie situation, defensive situation, I still don't foresee us winning a lot of games. So we should still be team tank here. And hopefully our scouts are putting in work. What if we got what if we got Lafreniere? What if in our future we had Lafreniere, Worrell, and Marner first line? That would be pretty insane. But it's looking like that top 5 isn't exceeding... Oh. Centers isn't exceedingly strong. There's also Quentin Byfield, who's always solid. Well, one time he was solid for us, the other time he didn't turn out to be much. Still no low elites. That's a bit troublesome. Hopefully the scouts continue and get on that. So we don't know what that thing was against Tampa Bay, but most likely a loss here. Condon's been suffering a bunch of minor injuries. So we're still losing a crap ton. I saw Mitch Marner just lost some morale. All right, Lacroix has been injured with a mild concussion. So guess who? Guess who gets to fill in? Borieski. Go. There we are. Wow, we played the Lightning 3 times here and probably lost every single one of them. Okay, and that's actually a real injury. January 8th. So Condon is injury prone. So we actually need to call this guy. And now we have no one down there. It'll be just some scrubs playing goal. So congratulations, Nilsson. You're the starter now. All right. You're ready. Those are some good stats. It'll just be some other Mosher. Oh, my poor AHL. They're going to suffer right now. All right, Lacroix is now back. That was pretty quick. But our goaltender's out until next month. Which means our AHL is going to suffer till next month. Which is not exactly what we wanted. 4 points in 8 games played. So has this third line been getting any more? Not really. I was hoping they'd be able to step up and get some production, but it's not looking incredible. Wow, we are just horribly tanking. I hope Marner wants to sign. Jesus. Goaltenders, 628 and 5. I don't even want to look at the stats, to be honest. But I'll take a look at the personal stats, because those are what matter right now. Marlowe's leading our team in points with a whopping 23. He's now down to an 81 overall. Where's Marner at? What's he been doing? 5 points in 13 games. That first line just really isn't clicking. I could try Kachuk up there. He doesn't have the strongest offensive stats, though, and he's dropping again because of the frickin' morale. Maybe a bunch of ice time will help, but maybe Zingle would help instead of Marlowe. But he is leading our team in points, though, so it's like, I'm going to leave it how it is. It's not big enough, and we're just still such a shit team. That's what it's really going to do. Holette has actually played better than both of our goalies. How's Shabbat getting? Not a whole lot of points still. Alright, cool. Alright, how about growth? We getting any good news? Wait, was our chemistry, did I just see that at 39%? I'll have to check that. I'm pretty sure I just saw that at 39%. He's got some statistical growth. Brady, please be... No, tons of morale minuses. He's just hating life. You're 20 years old. Just relax. Alright, at least we're getting some good growth, though. Lowe's growing well. Kulikov's growing well. Mathers is growing pretty good. But I still think we're missing a little bit. Yeah, Worrell hasn't. But he's a high overall at a young age. That can usually happen. Even if I played him in NHL, there was really no guarantee he would grow. So really better to not have him be in this morale losing party and actually be gaining morale down there. So yeah, probably still the better bet. Rudolph Balsers, he's got a bit of natural growth to his offensive awareness, to his defensive awareness, so he's growing. That's good for us. Josh Norris isn't either, but... Oh, actually he is. He's now 77 overall. He was a 76 last we checked, but might be being boosted by morale. So again, I'm going to leave him there too, because he's still relatively young. And at the trade deadline, maybe I call up Worrell and Norris. Maybe that's a thing we do. But for now, we're just going to continue plugging along here and hope we get a really, really good pick. Alright, hey, win. Another win. Condon's back, yay. So we can now get our AHL goalie back. I haven't even been checking their... Oops, I actually have to make the move first. Oh wow, he's a 77 now. Oh, his team. Alright, Holette goes back down. Back to change lines. Put him back in there. Alright, is Mosher going to be better? Maybe. He might actually be better. Let's see. We'll see if he's any better. There we go. 4 goals and a loss. I don't mind that. Yeah, if we just score like 3 goals per game, I'd be completely happy with that, but we're not doing that too often. There we go. That's better. See, a 5-4 loss, can live with that. At least we're getting some production. Belleville's still actually doing very good, so good for us. How's the scouting doing? Because they're slacking. Not slacking as much now. Good. A little bit better. Caden Richards, another lefty defenseman. 0 righties exist. Yeah, that'd be amazing. I've never had Lafreniere, so love getting the first overall pick. Although it probably won't happen since we're going to be last place team. That just is not going to happen. Just never happens like that. Low elites, come on. Oh my goodness. Hurry. Get the scouting going. Andreas Englund's fully healed. I'm pretty sure he wasn't out, but let's double check since our AHL is doing very well. Yeah, no, he wasn't. Ugh. 10-33-7. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. But that's the tank. Now Drake Batherson's leading in points, so that's good at least. That means our third line is producing more, right? So that should mean Kachuk should be getting more production. Maybe he'll be happier. But that means our first line's doing jack squat. Yeah, Patrick Marleau keeps falling further and further down. Yeah, there's Brady Kachuk. He's jumping back up to about 0.5 points per game. Marner, 14 points in 24 games played. Like, that's an okay pace. But I wonder if I put... Marleau is shooting a lot, but he's just... We're not getting the right amount of production here. So I'm just thinking if I should have Dzingel up there instead of someone else. Instead of Marleau. That's really the only one. Or put Dzingel in the middle. But that might hurt. Though he does take more shots. And we can at least play Colin White in his role. But that second line's doing nothing. So what good would that be, really? And Kachuk is beginning to succeed more, even though his morale is tanking. Honestly, I should probably just leave it. This is another throwaway year. But morale really sucks. It just brings you down. At least our third line is doing well. That's a good thing. But maybe change around the power play? I don't know. How's he done on the power play so far? A goal and 3 assists in 24 games. Not bad. Colin White, 3 goals, 8 assists. Like, yeah, I think our power play is actually doing pretty well. It's just everything else that isn't. Pretty much. Oh, wow. Dzingel's now 78. God, morale is such a letdown. Yeah. 37% locker room chemistry, yep. Everyone hates it here. Even with Melnick gone, everyone hates it. Alright, I'm going to get up to the deadline before I check the progress reports once again. Then I'll check everything from there, including team stats, just to see how bad things are. But there's deadline. Let's get up to it. But yeah, things aren't too good. There's 2 nice wins. Who? Bogdan Kislovich. That is the most Russian name you could ever think of. Bogdan, especially, is just super Russian. We're actually winning a few games here. Look at that. 4 out of the last 5 wins. Nice. Huh? Everyone fix your morale yet? People liking it. Gaining morale because of ice time. Lost, but 3 goals for. Can't hate it. Look at those wins. We're still going to be last place, but yeah, get some wins just to help out morale. Who cares? All right, lost, but 3 goals for. This was a better month overall for us, I'd say. Probably our best month out of the season. Right before the deadline. Yep. Look at that. 18-37-2. Look at that. Look at this month. 4 wins, 5, 6 wins, 8 wins in this month. Yeah, best month ever. Go Ottawa, getting 7 wins or 8 wins, whatever it was. Colin White now leading in points. So it's just some back and forth between who's getting production. Our locker room chemistry went up 5%. Ooh. Look at us go. Everybody happy. At least Colin White isn't dropping down. Colin White's a team player. He knows what we're doing here. He's not bitching and moaning about it. Goals for. It's been like middling the entire time. Power play is still good. That's what's up. We got a good power play. Penalty kill's trash, but hey, what can you do? We have a trash defensive core and trash goaltenders. Not really expecting it to be great. All right, so White, 39 points. Bathson with 38. Marlowe has 37. Dzingel, Tkachuk, 33 apiece. Tkachuk can get 40 points. That'd be nice. He should. Mitch Marner, 27 points in 37 games played. It's not incredible, but he's doing okay. He'll be a friggin' point a game guy. But we just got to get some guys around him, and that will be coming soon. All right, goaltenders are terrible. Who's our rookies this year? That's right, Batherson's a rookie. I don't think he'll be making a push for Calder or anything, but he's having himself a solid rookie year. So give it up. Logan Brown too. All right. Let's see here. Let's check out any more growth. If we're gonna see any major jumps, this might be the time where it happens. Hopefully we do see some. Well, Logan Brown grew. Batherson, yeah, he's been growing relatively steadily. Good for him. Logan Brown, I want to see that. Let's see. Offensive awareness went up good. Shot power, rather his accuracy go up, but what can you do? Defensive stats went up. He's looking like he's going to be a solid player. Yeah, Logan Brown, good for you. Bit of growth to his discipline, and that's it. All right, in the system, Brandstrom's grown. He's ready for depth, but I don't think I'll call him up. But this guy, Quentin Mathers, has been growing pretty well as a low elite. Still nothing, though, for Norris or Worrell. Even though he is at 78, I bet that's morale boosting him. Maybe it's not. I don't know. So, do we call him up at the deadline? Maybe. He's 78 overall now. Give him a bit more of a morale boost to call him up, and with the amount of time left, he will be still considered a rookie next year, and it shouldn't be enough time on this crappy team to tank his morale. At least that's what we hope. So yeah, do we call up Worrell? Do we call up Norris? Or call up Balcers? Any of these guys? Do we make those moves and just play super young at the end of the year? That could be something we do. I want to see. Let's see. He's only got 40 points in 55 games played. It's not like he's crushing it or anything. Balcers has got 47, so he's doing way better. So I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to want to call them up when they're doing still pretty successfully. And yeah, Norris has got 43 points. So maybe just keep him there for playoff experience, or call him up and then send him back down for playoff experience. Also a possibility. So yeah, we definitely have some options here. As for trades, we kind of made most of our trades right there. And I don't even think we can gain any more picks. I'll double check that, but I think we are maxed out. 1, 2. Yeah, we got 12 picks here. We got our 12 picks. San Jose Sharks, that's a bit higher than it should be. Hold on. Ooh. Sharks may miss. If they miss, we have an even better pick. Where are they at? Hold on there. Oh, they're hanging on to that wild card spot. But it's a tight race. They got Minnesota and Nashville vying for it, only 2 points behind. Anaheim 3 points behind. Edmonton 4 points behind. Yeah, it's pretty close. And we are by far the team in dead last, which likely means we won't be winning the lottery. But let's keep our fingers crossed that we do, because how cool would it be to have Lafreniere as well? That would be filthy. Absolutely filthy. So, I mean, we could always trade for future considerations, but I'd rather... I mean, what kind of value do we have left? We traded Anderson already. We've traded some stuff to grab Marner. None of these guys get moved. Colin White doesn't get moved. Branson doesn't get moved. Logan Brown doesn't. None of these guys get moved. Probably not even Formenton gets moved. None of these guys. And yeah, all of these guys you hold on to, so we don't really have any more value. Maybe Zach Smith. That's the only one with any, maybe Bodker. Then if we moved one of those guys, we could bring up Pajot. So yeah, actually maybe move Zach Smith and bring up Pajot. That I could do. And we can grab like something from next year. Maybe a third we can grab for that, or a later, projected later second. We have 10 picks from next year, so we can grab an additional 2. There's options. We have some options here, but not too many. We did a pretty massive trade right here, so let me know what you guys thought about the trade, how our season's going, and what we should do with those guys in the AHL. Should we let them play it out, or bring them up here and then put them back there for the playoffs? Because we are in first in the North Division in the AHL. And our team's killing it. We can leave Rudy there. He's still listed as depth. I'd rather not bring him up at all. Unless you guys would want to see him up here, but... like the guys we would be bringing up, such as like Norris and Worrell, are pretty much top scoring guys. And even bringing up Pajot too. Which means we'd have to send a couple guys down. Gabrick's been doing pretty good there in that role as well. So I'm torn on it. Like, yeah, we could call him up and, give him some NHL experience and then put him back in there for the playoffs. But would we hurt the AHL team or hurt these guys' morale if we did something like that, especially sending them back down? So it's a tough call. I'm on the fence about it, so I'm definitely going to need your guys' help with that, but that takes care of pretty much everything, guys, so I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If watching my videos just isn't enough sin for you, be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other sinners out there. The links to both are in the description.